Okay. She's cute. This is not your dog. All right, so let's take your comfortable seat, and if you need to sit on something, then we'll throw that in. And if you've been sitting all this time, change the cross of your legs or the position you're in. Oh, wow, so beautiful to see you all here. Let's start like this. Take your hands together, create some friction, some fire, let the fingers travel through. Start to slowly inhale and slowly exhale. And let's do one more. Maybe your eyes start to close. A nice inhale. Sit up tall and exhale. And we'll place these hands. Could go over your eyes. Could go your heart, your belly. If your back needs a little healing energetics, just find a place there and just rest your hands. Could be your thighs, any place here. Feel into the sensations of you literally holding yourself, supporting yourself. That is the essence of your yoga practice, is offering yourself space to support whatever is happening in your life and in your body and in your state of mind. And stay here as you inhale, lengthen tall. And as you exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart, and let's keep a little space between the palms. Just have your fingers touching, and you might even have your fingers pointing outward or upright, whatever feels natural. Release your jaw, bow your chin. Soften your eyes. In this place, before we move on, let's invoke in a little bit of an intention for this class. Repeating to yourself, I state your full name. Enter into this practice with love, respect, curiosity, and with my great sense of playfulness. And into that, friends, we'll release 3 ohms. Inhale. Whoa. And releasing your hands to your thighs, lift your chin, and open your eyes. Okay, so we're going to start in downward facing dog, and I'm going to use the wall. It's very different when we enter downward dog in a different plane. So if you have, you can move off camera to find a wall or whatever you have, and we'll just move the camera up. Okay, so it's nice to start with your feet as close to your wall or your couch, wherever you are, and then the hands just kind of rest, spread your fingers, and just stare at the wall. Soften your gaze, your jaw. Some of you have noticed that, we've painted different paint colors, so I'm just going to enjoy this paint color for a moment. And then let me paint smell. Feel into your feet. Maybe lift your toes up and anchor all parts of your feet down. Take your thighs back a little bit here if you can. And then we'll just drop the tail towards the heels. And stay here as you inhale. And on your exhalation, step your feet back. And you'll just find your place. Maybe you want to move your hands. Maybe the feet are going to go a little wider. And we want to find this place where the finger pads are connecting to the wall. And we can send the tush back, thighs back. Take your belly in a little bit. And bring your ears to align within your arms. You can make any adjustments you need. Now just feel like this pressing into the wall and the extension of the tail is lengthening you in some way. Then we keep the arms as they are and just bring the top of your head a little closer to the wall. So the shoulders maybe relax a bit. And then there might be like I always say like this push me pull you, right? Just press into the wall, something sends back, and then take the crown of the head towards the wall and something moves forward. So you're not bending your elbows, you're breathing. Okay, and then bring yourself back up and we'll just step, you don't have to go right to the wall, a little bit closer. Just release your arms down, stare at the wall without seeing, and feel all of that. Okay, so we're just going to do that again. This time I'm going to change where I have the hands. So step right to the wall. So I started with the hands maybe in line with the shoulders. Now I'm going to bring them down a little bit. Your wrists might come away from the wall and they'll go back as you step back. So don't worry about that. Okay, feel into your feet. Maybe lift your toes, anchor into the heels. The thighs will move back a little bit. And inhale. As you exhale, step the other foot back. There's one you stepped back first, so see if you can do the other. And then if you need to adjust anything, with the hands lower, the downward dog comes lower. Okay, so if you're able to look at your camera, I'm going to sink into my arms. So you can see my arms are almost like, and that might not be happening for everyone, but if you feel like, oh, I'm just sinking, see if you can lift your heart, lift your belly, and find more of that L. Okay, pressing your sit bones back. Just explore this like you did before in any way. You might even notice one shoulder, taking more, taking less. Okay, now use your legs in some way, like nice and strong, so that you feel like the legs are just a little bit taking more than the arms. One more breath. Okay, and then just bring yourself back. And you can release your arms, just feel into that good energy. You're going to lift the arms all the way up. So as you inhale, just sweep them up. And then wherever they are here, reaching up, now just take them to your wall. And I know I said might be at furniture, so if you don't have a wall there, just keep them lifting. But if you have the wall here, spread your fingers. Now you're going to step back, and it might just be like half an inch. And just see, you might even not even step back. Now you can maybe let your head dangle. Maybe the head rests at the wall if you're at a wall. If you're doing this without a wall, you're just reaching up. Imagine, here I have taken stepping away from the wall, just doing the same action as if I had a wall there. Take one more moment here. Good. And then come out. And again, just drop your arms. Feel this nice opening energy. Great, okay, turn around. So let's see, I'm watching, Rachel's actually here, and she's using the couch, so I can kind of see if this is gonna work. We'll see if, here she comes to say, I'm just gonna find it. Okay, you can Sharon's waving, hands waving, everyone we can't see is waving. Okay, take your hands to the wall. We're gonna take the tush to the wall. Let's see if, so she's on the long end of the sofa. Hopefully you can figure it out. Step your feet forward. It can go anywhere here. And so, they're a little bit forward. Take your chest back, take your shoulders back, take your arms back. And if you don't have a wall, you just imagine you're pushing the back of your heart into the wall, the back of your heart into the wall. Okay, take a quick peek at your feet, parallel to each other, not turning out or in. Lift your toes, press the feet down, and as if you're pushing your feet forward. Okay, shoulder blades or shoulders, tops of the shoulders right to the wall, heart to the wall, fingers spread. And I'm going to start to sink down. Now we're looking for a little bit of quad stretch. So you just walk yourself down. Maybe you get all the way. You can let your toes come down. Again, I'm pushing. So go down, ready? Go down. Yeah, now push into the couch. Push your tush back, take your arms back, shoulders back, head into the wall if you've got a wall. We're just gonna move to a wall. Good, perfect. Take one more moment. And okay, and then we'll just come up. So you can just take your hands, push yourself away. Keep your hips at the wall, and we're gonna fold forward. And your hands, you know, you might bend your knees, rest your forearms here if this is better. Or maybe hands all the way down to the floor. And I'll just turn the camera. Oh, there's my handsome man. Good. Breathe here. Now, if you are all the way down or wherever you are, start to walk your sit bones up the wall. Can I almost like take one away, climb up, see if I can get a little bit higher in the sit bones. You could even use your hand and just kind of pick your sit bones up, see if you can get them to go higher. Let's do that again. Boop. And then drop in wherever you are, looking for a little stretch, the backs of the legs. And one more breath. Okay, we're gonna start to drop your tush down again. Maybe we're all at the wall now. Take your forearms to your thighs. Walk your feet forward if you need to. Push your tush into the wall. Take the shoulders away from your ears and feel the crown of the head is like extending the spine long from sit bones to crown of your head. I'm going to use these elbows on my thighs and push the thighs back. So you can just take a peek. It's not even moving. I'm just using, you know, a little bit here, get longer. One more breath. Okay, if you need to come all the way up, do it. Otherwise, we're going to come back and sit. And this time I'm going to take my arms up. Backs of the hands to the wall, heart to the wall, everything firing, quads firing. Smile. Let's take 2 more breaths. Hopefully you're feeling some kind of burn, not just me. Is it just me?
No.
Okay, good. All right, and then come up and just stand. Good, turn and face your wall. Okay, I'm far away from the wall. Just gonna take palm over palm, put them at the wall and rest your forehead at the wall. Drop your shoulders, drop your jaw. Good job. Okay, one more breath like this. I'm just gonna press away from the wall and drop your arms. Okay. So here's where we're gonna go next. You might want to strap and you might stay at the wall. Is that, did I just see, I thought I was see do this. I'm just gonna take the foot back and here's where we are. So if you need a strap to hold on to your foot, or you grab your pants, you know, if it doesn't come all the way up, fine. Okay, take a moment. If you've got your foot already, drop it down. Okay, I'm gonna assume we're all on our yoga mats. What I'm gonna do is take my left foot and step the baby toe edge to the edge of the mat just to line it up so that it's pointing straight. So the whole baby toe edge from the heel to the toes. If your knees don't like that, you adjust. Okay, now put your left hand at the wall. Just take a moment, feel the lengthening from tailbone, crown of head, like you're lengthening your spine in some way. Okay, now take your right hand out to the side, palm face up. Like, yeah. Shift your weight onto the left foot, bend your right knee, use your strap, use your pants, grab your foot. Okay, maybe the hand goes on the big toe side or it goes on the baby toe side. The thumb is in line with the rest of the fingers. Squeeze your knees together. Push the right knee down, the left foot down, and now push the right hand foot into your hand. Now you stay here, or you climb your left hand up the wall, or you take it away from the wall. I'm not leaning forward, the knees are in line. Just opening, pressing the knee down, finding your balance, smiling. One more breath. And then maybe left hand back to the wall, right foot down, and then just stand. And feel all that opening, you know, back of the shoulder. Maybe you feel it right through the side, back, right side. Okay, Now we step over. I'm going to take the right foot and just line it up again with the outer edge of this mat, or use the lines on your floor, whatever you've got. Okay, right hand to the wall, left hand out like palm facing up. Now take a moment, align yourself from the heel to the crown of your head, right heel to the crown of your head. Feel that, right heel to the crown of your head. Good. Now shift the weight onto the right foot. Catch your left foot or your strap or your pants. Squeeze the knees together. Press that left knee down, right foot down. Push foot into hand, belly in. Yeah. And then climb your right hand up the wall. You fall, it's okay, it's part of the practice. Hang out there, or take your right hand away from the wall. Stay in a nice line. Breathe. Just open, 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 whatever you can. If you're wobbling, and then release. Wobbling is good. Okay, stand and breathe. Good. Okay, downward dog at the wall. Say hello, old friend. So step right to the wall. Spread your fingers. Wherever you want to put the hands. They want to go lower. They can go right in line with your hips too. It might just be on the fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, step back. Maybe your habitual leg. Okay, this time I went with hands at the hip, so it's quite a big fold here. Make it what you need. Okay, let's turn the inner elbows to face each other. That opens the shoulders a bit. Then extend the crown of the head to the wall, the sit bones away from you, thighs back, belly in, heart in. And then find whatever movement you need here. Maybe it's a shoulder massage. You think of that forward and back motion. Breathe. Okay, from here, friends, I'm just going to walk my hands all the way down and move it into downward dog. If that's not a happy place for you, you can stay at the wall or go into child's pose or whatever else you need. See if you can bring all of that in here. So now we're opening up the backs of the legs a little more as we press the heels to the floor. But find that length in your arms and then the lengthening of the crown of the head. Feel your belly coming in a little bit, the heart coming in a little bit, and press your sit bones away from you. Take one more breath. Good. And then release yourself onto your knees. We're going to come into child's pose. However you like to do that. Maybe you put a bolster or something between your hips and your heels. Maybe something under your head. Just release yourself here and breathe. Okay, we're going to take a twisted child. I always used to joke this was about Noah, because one time I found a plethora of dirty plates in her room. Twisted child. That was a very long time ago. Okay, somebody might remember. All right, from here, just walk your hands back and lift your head and your chest. Adjust what you need, maybe knees wider or apart. Walk your hands over to the left. And as I do this, I take the belly in, almost like rounding back just to get a little bit more. So I can take my hands all the way over to the side. You stop wherever that is. And then breathe here. Maybe use your hands to push the floor away. So you can drop right shoulder a little more than left. And breathe into whatever you're feeling. Smile. Find your playfulness. Good. And then release from this. Maybe you sit for a moment or come down, whatever you need just to be in neutral. Good. And then we'll walk the hands over to the right side and wherever they're going to go. And we drop in. And once you're here, just so you can release left shoulder more than right. Maybe even swing the hips a little bit more to the left. Smile and breathe. yourself out. Okay. All right, we're going to take a little bolster. Oh, I'm going to say bolster break, maybe? Okay, take your bolster. And I'm just going to have mine flat. You could also, if you need more height or anything else underneath the blanket, that's fine. We're just going to open ourselves up a little bit more from the navel to the pubic bone. So I take the bolster right in. If you have back step, you might need it further away. And then we're just going to lie over it. So this is the pose. You just get an opening. Maybe your legs are going to stretch open. You might want to do Badakanasana. I'm going to flip into Virasana. And if that's a pose you practice, you like that, right? Then you sit with the feet back. You know, if you do this and you sit on a block, then you might also need a block under your bolster. But you don't have to sit like this. This is just a nice opening for the quads. If this works for you, you might even lift my tush and then come back. So however you are here, support your head. Open your arms out to a place where you feel your chest is opening. Your heart is opening. And with this nice open heart and the work you've already done, now we can enter into this just so quickly. So maybe your eyes are closed or your gaze is just resting, not hard, soft. And you're going to focus on your breath. Into the flow of your breath and how you feel that breath moving within you in this shape. So if we imagine, that we've just churned the ocean of consciousness, yoking together mind, body, breath, and spirit into practice. So you've churned your ocean a little bit, and maybe there was already some things that came up that you noticed, unpleasant or pleasant. And it doesn't matter, even though they're opposite ends, it's the same thing. We're churning, we're releasing, we're opening, we're inviting. And we're doing it all with a sense of curiosity and playfulness. So smile with the temple space open, your eyes soften, your third eye open. So a little bit of breath play, nothing too major. Just feel this nice full inhalation, nice and slow. Fill yourself up right to the top. And exhale that breath again, nice and slow, full and complete. Even imagining the inhalation is coming up the elevator to the top floor, to the rooftop. And the exhale is releasing you all the way down to the basement, the parking garage, the enchanted forest. And as you settle into these long breaths, so if you have your legs crossed or any position, feel free to change them. As you settle into these breaths, now we're just going to start to enjoy the pause at the top of the inhale for a moment or two. And maybe even settling into the pause at the bottom for a moment or two. And just do a few rounds like that. Last few rounds. Don't cheat yourself. Fill yourself up all the way. Release the breath all the way. And turning to normal breath as you finish this last round. And just before we move out of this, as you return to normal breath, sink a little deeper into the supports. If it works to take your arms over your head and just stretch them, open your fingers, draw your belly in, your heart in, stretch if your legs are extended, or even Badakanasana, press the soles of the feet together, extend through your heels. If you're in Virasana, press the shins down. And release, and we're going to come out of this. Maybe you roll to the side, or you just press yourself upright. Okay, so I'm just going to bring my legs forward to stretch them out a bit. And, okay, I'm just going to take seated twist. So you could sit on your bolster if you need to, or just cross your legs and just sit. Okay. And then we'll just take the right hand behind you. Maybe it goes onto the bolster, left hand across. Add your feet in some way. Flex your feet or anchor them down and just turn. You like to turn the, I'm going to say the hand on your knee out. Do that. Whatever works for you here. Just let the spine twist. You can close your eyes. Notice if the shoulders are hunching up. You drop them down, lift your heart. Let the jaw go. Stay here, and any place else you can stay in the shape, but maybe soften it. And then release. We'll just pause. Oh, that is potent medicine. All right, I'm going to change the cross of my legs just for fun. And then we'll go second side. So I didn't even say what side, you know what it is. Lengthen yourself tall, and then turn. Find your twist. What happens here for you? Which side is looser? What do you feel? When you find some integrity in your lengthening, your softening. This is all about play. Those of you who've been practicing for a long time and thinking this morning, 11 years of Sunday morning yoga. You never come into this twist and it's never the same, ever. One more breath. And release. And come back into your neutral if you want to close your eyes for a moment. All right, so we're going to come onto the belly into Sphinx, and I'm going to use the bolster. So I don't know if you can see my whole mat, but it's going to go about the top third. I'm just going to turn to the, oh no, maybe this is okay. Just going to fix the camera a little bit. Okay. All right, so we're going to move into Sphinx. We're going to use the bolster to just support. So as I come in, maybe the bottom ribs, the chest might rest, and I'll put the forearms just in front of the bolster. Just wiggle back just in case you can't see. And then the forearms are parallel to each other, the fingers are spread. Okay, and we're just going to allow the chest to sink. So you can have your toes tucked under or tops of the feet on the floor. Move your shoulders away from your ears and anchor down into your elbows. Take your head. Think of the back of your head as in line with your spine. So I'm not arching the neck too much or dropping the head. I'm going to pull the chin in. Okay, I'm pulling the heart back a little bit, pressing the upper arms into the bolster. Okay, if it's okay for you here to bend your knees, that's where we're going to go. Now, as I bend my knees, I'm just going to lift each thigh up and just replace it. Maybe walk it back. Okay, now the feet can touch. And then you'll just see if this is okay for your back. If it's not, let the feet go. The next thing we're going to do is windshield wiper with the feet. So take one more breath. And then we'll separate the feet and just rock them side to side. And we have this bolster. There's not a lot of, I'm hugging the bolster with the upper arms. Just letting the feet just move gently side to side. And we'll take this to some egg beaters. If the bolster's no good, you can let it go. And then just start to find your egg beater action. So you don't have too much. Woo! Oh, that was my tea. I like my support staff. So I'll just turn. All right, keep going side to side. Thank you. All right, good. And then just bring yourself back here. I'm just going to hang out in Sphinx. I'm just going to let the big toes touch. Be here in your Sphinx. Release the painted walls. All right. All right, and then let your feet go. Now we're just going to lie over this bolster. So you might want to move it down or scoot yourself up. Let your head go, and we'll just take this opportunity to let the back of the heart space open and receive some breath. Just releasing as much as you can. Even want to come back to that breath work we did. A couple rounds like that is nice. One more moment. Okay. And then find your way back into your Sphinx. All right, so what we're going to do here, I'm going to tuck my little toes under and just rock side to side till my legs come right together. And take the left forearm parallel to the end of your mat. This is where we're going, guys. So if you need a strap or you need your pants, whatever you've got, and if you can't grab your foot, you don't have a strap, you just reach as if you're holding it. Okay, if you've got it, you're on the big toe side or the baby toe side. This is what's going to happen. Pull that into the midline. That's going to open the shoulder too. I have my left toes are tucked under. If you hold the baby toe edge, it's less on the shoulders. I'm not even holding because I can get my foot right to the wrist. I'm just going to be here. Push that in. Turn your head. Soften. And we are going to press back. One more moment. Let the right hip drop. Good. And then when you're ready, start to push that foot into the hand. Maybe the thigh lifts. You know, it's different with the bolster. I'm going to take this left hand, reach it out. Maybe if you're at your wall, I'm going to use it. Left arm can lift, but just be mindful not to let the right leg wing out too much. So be wherever you need. It's not as open when we don't have the bolster. Good. And then release. And you can just come back to Sphinx and be on your hands, or you can lower your head. And just feel this great release along the back line of your body. Churning the ocean of consciousness. Yoking together. So good. One more breath. Okay, second side. So you start in Sphinx. Then we take the right forearm parallel. Rock yourself side to side, get the legs together. Okay, and then I have my left toes tucked under. I'm going to bend no, it's my right foot. Right toes tucked under, bend the left leg. Reach back, use your strap, use your pants or whatever you've got. And then just take a moment. Notice if your left foot is winging out. Can you bring it in? You know, your shoulder mobility is going to affect what you've got here. So you just, interesting. All right, that's what it is. Then smile, soften the left foot for a moment. Just soften. Okay, and then on your inhale, you'll start to press back and open to whatever this is, even the right forearm pushing down. Maybe the left thigh lifts, maybe not. You just row your pose. Maybe the right arm reaches, but again, don't let the left leg wing out. Pull it in. Breathe. Extend through the right leg if it's lifted. And release. And just let yourself come down. Or stay upright, whatever you need to just integrate. Feel what you've done. Okay. Any guesses what's coming next? We're going to grab both legs. So the bolster gives us that lift in the chest. If it's too much for your back, you take it out. I'm going to keep mine in and bend both knees. Now here's the interesting thing. Is if you take your hands back, see, can you grab both feet at the same time? Maybe yes, maybe no. It's kind of fun. Now if I have the feet, I bring them back in. If you need them to wing out, that's fine. No one's gonna, yeah. Oh, I wish I was there and to do that for you. So now bring whatever you are, flex your feet, use your toes, open your shoulders, line the back of your head up with the spine, and then soften, let the hips drop. Feel. Okay, take a moment, not rushing, and then you'll start as you inhale. Push the feet into the hands, let the shoulders move back. Head stays in line. Maybe the thighs lift, maybe not. It's very different with the bolster. Breathe, smile, feel your quads, everything. That's yours, yay. And release. Okay, come down if you want to take the bolster out and just lie. Do that, because our next pose is going to be child's pose. Take one more breath. All right, and then we'll move into child's pose. And you might keep the bolster where it is, and that could be a nice support for your arms. It could also go between your legs. Oh my gosh, yeah. There's your back. So take your time. You know, if you need hands on the floor, if your back is like, oh, so much opening, then just baby it. Go slow into your child's pose. You're going to get there. And breathe fully into your back, into all of these places that have been churned. And now you can bring your consciousness into these openings and bathe them with your self-love, your protection, your non-judgment, your sense of playfulness. Good. Okay. So sweet, guys. Take one more breath. Okay. So when you're ready, I'm going to come into a downward facing dog. We're going to use the wall again. So just so you know, if your wall is there, you might want to turn and face the wall. I haven't done this with you guys, but here I have the wall here. If you're at the wall, if you take your downward dog, just for something different, take your hands and you turn them so the thumb and the index finger go against the wall. You spread your fingers. That's going to open the shoulders a little differently. If that's not good for you, then don't do it. It's fine. But with the thumb and the index finger, I'm just pushing into the wall. I might even open my legs a little wider apart. So the inner elbows face each other in this shape. See what you think. Yeah. All right, so I'm assuming we're all in downward dog. You take one or two more breaths here. Draw your belly in, your heart in. And then we'll walk the feet forward and just come into your forward fold. Maybe you're in the middle of your mat or a little closer to the wall. Well, here's another one we haven't done in a long time, but we're here. So I'm assuming we're all at the wall. So you might want to come up and take a little peek or just follow. So I'm just going to walk myself closer to the wall, tuck my head in. And then I just keep walking. Maybe I get my upper back to the wall. And then I press the thighs back, the feet in. Maybe the arms can come right up and I can put the palms at the wall. And then you're just pressing the upper back or the back of your head. Yes, whatever you're doing here is great. Might be claustrophobic. Okay, and then take your hands down and step yourself back. If you did that, and that was your first time, then that's very interesting. All right, bend your knees. We're going to come all the way up. You can walk your hands up the wall or just open your arms up to the side and reach up. And then release your arms down. Just take a moment and just standing. Okay. Little dizziness is normal. Smile. All right, next we're going to do dancer pose. We'll do it at the wall. So that's this. I'm just going to show you super quick. So you might use a strap, whatever. Here's my super quick. Now I take the leg back. Okay, if I can get the thigh to come parallel, then I start to come down. Maybe I just stay here, put my hand up the wall, draw the hip forward while talking you through all that stuff. Okay, we'll do it first at the wall for balance and for also finding that place to stretch before you do it in the middle, unless you don't have a wall. Then you go to the middle. Okay. I'm going to take the left foot and step it to that outer edge of the mat so it's parallel. That just keeps the hip in line. If you need to turn it out, you do you. Okay, left hand to the wall just in front of you. Take a moment. Just feel yourself nice and aligned here. Maybe take your chin in a little bit. Okay, take your right hand out to the side. Shift your weight onto the left foot. Bend your right knee. Catch your foot. Squeeze the knees together. Push the knee down. Push the foot into the hand. Turn and face the wall. Feel the left leg nice and strong. Okay, and now I start to move the thigh back. Again, I'm not letting the knee wing out to the side. Keep hugging that knee in. And then if you feel there, you can take your left hand up the wall. Keep pushing back wherever you go. Be kind, loving, playful. Maybe take the left hand off the wall for a moment. Drop that right knee into the midline a little more. And then left hand to the wall. Release, stand. Oh, soak that up, Buttercup. That's yours. Yes. Okay. I'm going to take a downward dog intermission. So quickly, step to the wall, hands wherever you like. Find your downward facing dog at the wall. And then wiggle your tush. Maybe take your tush for a little puppy wag. You go very slow. And your knees can be bent. You know, if you bend your knees, you might, oh, that gives me so much more freedom. So explore. Good. All right. Come on up. Your right foot, outer edge of the mat. Right hand to the wall.
Do you have a micro bend in your supporting leg?
Oh, great question. A micro bend in your supporting leg. I do not, but yes, I highly, you know, if that's going to help you release your back, okay. When the knees come back, you know, some of us hyperextend. I love this question. So as you take the thighs back, if you know you hyperextend, then yeah, a little bend is good. A little bend, always good. Okay. Take the right hand to the wall. Any other questions? Okay. Shift yourself over to the right. Take the left hand out and just pause. Push the right foot down. Be here. And now catch your left foot. Squeeze the knees. Press the left knee down. Right foot into the floor. Left foot into hand. And now start to dance it back without letting that lift hip open. Keep it parallel as best as you can. Take the right hand up. I'm going to put a micro bend in my right leg just to notice the difference. What's better for you? What's better for you, Ray? Micro. Okay, good. Okay, maybe take the right hand off the wall. Play in your balance, your smile, your churning. And then find your way out if you're ready. And just stand. Okay, turn around. Tush at the wall. Feet forward. Inhale. And then slide your maybe hands to the thighs, slide them. Maybe you need to stop here. Maybe come all the way down and walk your tush up the wall. Yes. And then just be here as you are. Breathe. Let your back go. Maybe you want to take your hands, grab opposite elbows. You might like that. Just let your back hang a little bit more. Okay, breathe, smile. It's a nice release for the back. That's why we're here. Okay, we're going to come up. So you might come, you know, hands to the wall. I'm going to talk you through two ways, so don't rush it. Maybe your hands to the wall, you take the tush away, and then you come up. Or you drop your tush and you come into this sitting at the wall thing. Yogi's choice. Take a moment, maybe arms up, arms down. Maybe you're standing, just be in your standing. Okay, and then everybody up. Fresh paint, not so slippery.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And then come back. Okay. Dancer in the middle of the room. So I'm gonna face out. You can face the wall, and you can even go, if you go far away from the wall, and I come forward, that might be what you need. So you can be, you know, whichever way you want to face. I'll face the wall just for fun. Okay, feel your feet, look at them. Be here. Left hand to your left hip, right hand out to the side. Shift your weight onto that left foot. Then knee, find foot. Squeeze knees together for balance, push down. Now the left arm can rise up to the sky. Inhale. Now as you exhale, kick the foot back first, thigh back first. Then you'll come down, just maybe you need the wall. Maybe not. If you're using the wall, you're using it. Push in. Good. Breathe. One more. And then release. And come out. Stand. Oh, hands to your heart. Feel your heart beating. You know, I love this. We didn't run 3 blocks. It's exhilarated heartbeat. Okay, second side. So feel your feet parallel to each other. Right hand on hip, left hand out to side. Push your feet down, grow tall. Shift the weight onto the right foot, catch left foot. Squeeze the knees. Push the knee down. Draw your belly in. Maybe the right arm lifts. Okay, notice your gaze. Soften your eyes, your jaw, and then go ahead and move into your dance. Find your balance. It's all about here connecting to the hand and the foot connecting, arm reaching, the foot on the floor. Whatever it is, maybe using the wall, maybe not. More breath. And release. And then just stand. All right. Okay, guys. Downward dog at the wall. Just, you can find it now. You don't have to measure so much. Just be here, wag your tush. Take your arms up a little higher, maybe. So we just really are finding this length. Press the thighs back, crown of head forward, all these things, you know. Good. Okay. And then walk your hands down into forward fold. So you can stay at the wall if you want to turn around and do what you did before. Or be here. This time, feel like from your hips, not your waist, from your hips. Even take your thumbs into your hip crease and push them back. The spine is just like so much water. Crown of the head is an extension of the spine. If you need to bend your knees, do that. You'll feel so good. Okay. And then we come down for a little squat. So you just turn your toes up, come down, you know, maybe you're up on your toes, your heels are lifting, hands together. We've been doing this lately. If this works for you, it's like, invite in whatever's being offered. Okay. And then come down. Okay. Grab your blanket. And we're going to make a blanket roll. So I take the blanket, I'm going to fold it 1/3 of the way down, maybe more than 1/3. Give it a nice roll. And we're going to end with the blanket roll under the chest. So the blanket roll goes, you know, 1/3 of the way on your mat, like we did with the bolster. And you might need another blanket for your head. You can always put that in. Also, if you want to put your socks on, sweatshirts on, if you need any of that, do that. And then while you're still rolling, to show you it come down, shoulders are on the blanket, arms are up, maybe supporting the head. Then I lift the tush, slide myself over, tush comes down, arms come out. You need a blanket under your hips, under your head. We'll put it there. And then feel free to, you know, wiggle, find this place where you feel the shoulders are supported. I'm doing all these things, you know, I kind of wiggle the tush forward. Then I lift one arm, one shoulder, the other one, and then arms out. Okay, now here at legs, same thing. You can stretch them out, Badakanasana. Maybe you want to go cross-legged. Or if it's better for your back, just widen your feet apart, drop the knees together. Whatever feels good with your legs is fine. Just sink yourself over this blanket once you get here. Let's just releasing yourself into this. And then the shoulders drop, the chest open. You know, it's a nice heart opening. And here you are, friends, you know, in this exposed heart. You might even take your hands and just remember this when you were little. Yeah, and you just tap on your upper chest and kind of break things up, open chakras and loving heart, playful heart. And just let your arms go and feel that energetics. And let that be that invitation to just drop, drape a little more deeply. Okay, stay here. We're just going to turn your head all the way to the right. So you can pick it up and just turn it. to wherever feels okay for your neck. So the next thing I'm going to do is just move the head, the back of the head a little more to the left. If that works for you and is okay, as you get a deeper neck stretch. Your jaw open, eyes closed. You might even find you're deepening your breath. So you drop your shoulders a little more. So you bring your head back. Pause in neutral for a moment. You just feel what you've done. And then we'll turn the head all the way to the left. Maybe pick it up, move it back, and whatever's there for you. And again, just breathe. Really melt. Last few breaths. Bringing your head back to center. You're going to come off this blanket roll up. So again, you can roll to the side or just support your head maybe. Roll the way up. Good. Okay, we'll take this blanket roll out. I'm actually just going to open it and use it for my head here. And we're going to lie down. If you want to put your bolster underneath your thighs and your knees, you might like that. Okay, we're at the wall too, so legs up the wall. Well, I think I'm going to do that. As soon as I realize, wait, there's an opportunity to go legs up the wall, then I'll just move the blanket in. And I'm going to put the bolster underneath the hips. Sit on it. Take the underneath. Shift yourself right to the wall. And we'll launch you back. Hopefully that works. But you set up in whichever way, you know, if you have your couch, you can even drape your calves over the seat of the couch. Okay, I'm just going to roll this, reach out for the far corners of the blanket and just roll them underneath, almost like a little triangle. Support the head, maybe the toss of the shoulders. That feels nice. Okay. If any part of this is not relaxing for you, not really where you want to be, then gift yourself permission always to create for yourself that which will give you this optimal state of rest. Not sleep, but just this dropping in to everything that you have churned. So as you just start to settle in, just tune in first to this body as you placed it. And then feeling into the energetics of this body. Anything you feel vibrating. Now, yoking the breath in with the body by following consciously the flow of your breath, the rising of the inhale, and the exhalation's invitation to release more deeply through the back of your head, your eyes, your jaw, backs of your shoulders, tops of your shoulders, into your right arm, your left arm, your right hip, your left hip, the entire right leg, your entire left leg, the entire length of your spine, from its base all the way up, let's say to the crown of the head. Settling consciously. And as you become heavier, more rested, more restful, you just subtly tune into the energetics occurring and happening in your open palms. In the soles of your feet. And feel into that energetic release, this fueling and filling your energetic space around you. Imagining that with each inhale, you are breathing in that good medicine, good energy. And as you breathe out, you are releasing out that which you don't need. The tension, the toxins, toxic thoughts. And for this moment, you are churning and releasing all of it. The soma, the goodness, the elixir, and the poison, the hala hala. And smiling to yourself, this little secret you have, that you can embrace it all, accept it all, love it all, and release it. And I invite you to stay in this state of rest as long as feels good to you. Before we come out, then just take this is this invitation to feel yourself a little heavier, a little more grounded, and a little more receptive. Whenever you're ready, we'll start by wiggling fingers and toes and ankles and wrists. And then just journeying your way out. That might be flexing your feet and stretching your arms over your head. And it might go to bending your knees and just resting there or hugging your knees in for a few moments, whatever feels right. We're not rushing this part. Making your way to your side, and once you get there, we'll again just drop in for a few moments of resting on your side. This place between the rest and the awakening. And after a few moments, make your way to you're seated if that's where you're coming. You can stay in your rest. I honor that too. Part of the practice. Good. And then once you come upright, just take a few moments in your comfortable sit, whatever that is, to just be in this state of your own energetics. And bowing your chin. And just seal this class the way we came in by bringing the palms together and creating that friction, that heat, warming yourself by your own fire. And then placing these palms anywhere they need to go, over your eyes or in your heart, on your belly, on your back, on your thighs, on your feet. Any place you can just remind yourself that you are here. You're great, supportive, playful, respectful, non-judgmental love. I say these words, I know it's easy to say the words, but if we actually think, non-judgmental, self-love, words, actions, deeds that we offer to ourselves, it's a practice. So just really acknowledging the work. As you inhale, grow tall, and as you exhale, bring the palms together in front of your heart. And we'll bless ourselves with our May We Be Blessed mantra. Seal that with an inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. Inhale. Take a full breath in. Breathe it into your hands. Watch your breath. And as you inhale, lift your chin and open your eyes and offer this to yourself, friends. Yes, and we offer it to each other, and we even take it back, right? Take it back. Mm-hmm. Wow, it's an honor to practice with all of you. Thank you so much for being here. So much love from my heart, And thank you guys. Oh, yeah, so much love. Have a beautiful weekend. Oh, it is you, Paula. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Linda, nice to see you, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'll see you guys on Tuesday, hopefully. Have a great rest of your weekend. So much love.
You too. Great session.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Miss Haley, Deb Grant, Mary Jane, Sue, Lindsay, Paula. Thank you, guys. We'll see you later.